Hi, I'm Marya Morstad from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I was at sort of a crossroads in my life. I'm changing, maybe you could call this my third act, and I embarked on a travel coach certification. And I saw that Sonia, as a travel coach, was leading this transformational trip to the Camino, and it really spoke to me. I'm not a woman that works out a lot, so the idea of 62 miles in a week was a little daunting. But hey, I'm here to say it's possible. Landed in the airport, at the airport in Madrid, and immediately got a text saying, "Hey, we don't have your bag." No luggage. I had my backpack, my small backpack, my kid's school backpack. So fortunately I had Keen hiking sandals, which I knew could do some of the hiking for me. Long story short, it took 10 days to get my bag, so that was out of the question. As I was getting on the morning train from Madrid to Sarria, I saw some weathered, happy peregrinos, some pilgrims from Australia, and all she said was, "The Camino provides." And it's been that way all week. I haven't needed as much as I thought. I've traveled light, but people were there for me all along the way. They would lend me some clothes. They would see that I really didn't need that much. I'd been to REI, I went to AAA, I ordered stuff from Amazon, none of it got used. So I bought some cheap poles the morning of that I set out in the Camino, and I've been good. I think many of us were fearing the middle day when we were going to walk 18 miles. It went fairly smoothly. We had great conversations along the way. And then I stopped at that last coffee shop and I ordered a can of Coke, which I never do. And it had the name of my late mother on it. So that was my sign, and I made it through the day. Every person you pass, sometimes they say it when they pass you up, but they always say, "Buen Camino." And it sounds really light and easygoing. But I was thinking, it's not that light. It could be, "Hey, happy shadow work. Hey, condolences on your grief." It could be, "Sorry for your loss." You know, when you say "Buen Camino," how's your Camino, it could be super deep. It's really nice to go with a very intentional group that is there for you when you need them, that can maybe challenge you. If you get triggered, it's a good time to say why, overcome it, for the greater good or goal. But you also have a lot of alone time, personal time. You go at your pace. Everyone has their own Camino. There's no competition, there's no race. You go at your own speed, and then you meet for dinner at night. It's just a path I'd never see any other way. I mean, it's a 1,000-year-old path. It's 500 miles long. We just went 100 kilometers, but it's still chock full of history. It was the last leg. Um, so the people you meet, and just knowing it's just the medieval history of it all, is something you just never get to access. It's definitely a huge bucket list item for me, just way up there. One lovely thing that Sonia does is every morning we come together as a group, and anyone can share a prayer or some inspiration. People will come from different faiths. They might pull up some medieval history or prayers from pilgrims. And we had a pastor on our trip, and the last day he read from the Beatitudes. So it was I call it an attitude of beatitude. And it's really wonderful to look up maybe and prepare for before, because you really get a sense of the way, how pilgrims arrive better when they arrive together, not racing ahead, maybe, helping each other along the way. I think the most important thing for me was that it said the Camino, or the way, actually really starts when you're done. So that is where it all begins. And then you have this whole new perspective on life.